morning, YouTube friends. Happy Friday. Alright, off we go to work on the big Frankenglide. Can you see the crazy sun in the mirror? Super smoky today. We gotta go feed the machine. Hopefully we got enough gas to make it to the gas station. Finally tightened up that mirror so it's not flopping all over the place anymore. So the engine job on that Subaru I've been talking about is finally done. That lives. Got it running and road tested it yesterday. It's happy. He can pick it up this morning. I had to swap over every sensor from the old engine because they wouldn't, the ones that were on the new engine wouldn't plug into the electrical harness from the old engine. And I thought that the heads were different and the castings were not the same, but there were in fact provisions for a couple of the sensors that the old engine had and the new engine didn't. It's just that the engine case was so corroded and crappy that I couldn't tell there were plugs in it. So I took the little plugs out and put the sensors in, and everything seems happy. Runs good, drives good, so the customer will be happy. Let's get by him before he turns on the reds. Alright, here we go. Let's feed the beast. Let's see what's going on today. I've got a Chevy Malibu that needs a starter. That's going to be about a 2.5 hour job. Oh, it's just a starter. Yeah, it's behind the it's behind the exhaust manifold. So cat is built into the exhaust manifold, so the catalytic converter is right next to the starter, just cooking that starter all the time. So piss poor design, and that's right in the way. There's no getting the starter out with the exhaust manifold on, so that's going to be fun because there's no space, but we'll get her done. And beyond that, I don't know. I have had pretty much 8-hour days all week this week, so that's nice. I'll almost get full-time pay this next payday. Not only because I've been messing with the Subaru, but because every other little thing that comes in that's not tires or oil changes, I've been pulled off the Subaru to go and deal with, and then back to the Subaru. So, been kind of busy. So that's been good. But the biggest reason we've been seemingly so busy this week is because we're short-staffed and it's a short week. They've decided to cut everybody down to a 4-day work week. So instead of going home 2 or 3 hours early every day. We're working at, you know, half staff every day, and everybody's getting a whole extra day off unpaid. And some days we still go home early. So we don't go home as early, and we don't necessarily go home early every day, but we're still losing 8 hours. So, I don't know, a little bit of a trade-off, but still not full-time hours. It's still kind of sucking. I've still been there 5 days a week because there's only 2 of us that are like qualified mechanics that can pretty much handle anything. And the other one calls out sick a lot. And that's fine. He's got medical issues, and so does his wife. Not to get too personal about anybody, so it's understandable that he misses a lot. But it's kind of shitty too, because we're depending on the guy to be there, and he's not there. So if we were really busy and had a lot of work, it would be a big deal, but since we don't have a whole lot of work, we don't have a ton going on, and we're not like just slammed, it's not that big a deal for me to pick up the slack. And it's nice because when he don't show up, I usually get a full day. When he's there, we take turns leaving at like 11 or noon. And he works Saturdays, so I don't have to. Although if I do stick around after school starts, I'll probably be stuck working Saturdays. Okay, that truck's got racing stripes and all that's all the faster you can get out of a stoplight. Come on, dude. You're still doing 5 under, man. Man, it is super smoky today. And on the subject of the other mechanic, people are here. Some of the guys are here, but his car's not here. So I suspect we will not see him today either. Alright, y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.